MLB Network is your exclusive home for postseason baseball. It's the pivotal Game 5 of the World Series between the LA Dodgers and the New York Yankees. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian. Welcome to the World Series here on MLB Network. With me is Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac. And Danny, this is still anyone's series here as we get ready for Game 5.
Well, they're down 3-1, so it's do or die time now. That's not a good place to be, obviously, but we do see some teams play their best when their backs are up against the ropes. The key is to just take it one game at a time and not worry about how many more wins you need.
Set for what should be a good one. Lineups and first pitch are next. A chance now for the Los Angeles Dodgers starting lineup. And Dero, how do they fight off elimination here on the road?
Matty, you take a look at this lineup. I find myself thinking back to my playing days when I knew I had the ace on the mound. It had to be win day, and when you get in a car to drive to the yard, you tell yourself, even though you felt bad about it, just get 2 or 3. All the pressure's on the big boy to have to execute, and he usually does. Look for this lineup to try and execute and score, manufacture 1 or 2 runs early. All right, here's how the Bronx Bombers are going to set up defensively today. And guys, the things I want you to focus on today, one of them being this manager loves.
Leading off tonight for the Dodgers, right fielder, Mookie Betts.
Here comes the first pitch. And a cold strike on the game's first pitch as we bring you this one here tonight. That's who's often just referred to as plain old Mookie. He was a 5th-round pick back in 2011.
I know a lot of people weren't sure what this guy was going to become, but he has blossomed into one of the superstars in the game. What an absolute steal coming out of the middle rounds.
Called strike 2 as he locks him up there. And he'll finally just wear him down as this one swung on and missed for the first out.
One thing to know is not all strikeouts are created equal. Right there, he goes down on strikes, but he really made that guy on the mound work for it. And when you're doing that in the first inning, it can have an effect on how deep he's going to be able to go into this start. There's a big difference between that and going down on 3 or 4.
And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. And there are the umpires assigned to this one. Calling balls and strikes is Mr. Carl Dixon.
Dan, this is an offensive player's dream to have Carl Dixon behind the dish. He is tight on the corners.
He is, Dero, and listen, he makes you bring the ball into the strike zone. Normally, high scoring of games when Carl's behind the dish.
A ball and a strike now. Hit to third. Oh, it takes a nasty hop, and he's unable to haul it in.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
But misses off the plate for ball 1. Man at first for him following the 1-out single. The 1-1. Hard hit at third. One there. Relay to first in time, and just like that, the side is retired. Around the horn they go. 5-4-3 to end the threat. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. With that, it's time to check out the starting lineup for the hometown Yankees. Dero, what's the key if they want to be crowned World Series champs here tonight?
Well, Matt, when we drove over to the ballpark today, we were expecting some offensive firepower, especially in this yard. It's a hitter's yard. but that could sometimes work against them. I'm interested to see what lineup stays within themselves and executes and manufactures to get this W.
Walker Buehler has the ball for the 5th game of the series.
Hey. All right, guys, here's the defensive alignment for the Los Angeles Dodgers.
Leading off for the Yankees, the shortstop, Horace Simon.
First pitch of the at-bat. Missed with a breaking ball. Driven down the left field line. Will it stay fair? It will. Just to the right of the chalk. A fair ball. And he will coast into second with a leadoff double.
Hey, this guy's having a big series in the postseason. It looks like to me that the moment isn't too big for him. He's slowing the game down. He looks terrific.
Yeah, absolutely. Postseason monster right here, having a huge series. Any big leaguer can have their moment mid-May, but to do it when it gets cold outside means everything.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone.
Hey, after giving up that extra base hit right there, I love the fact that he came back with much better location, much better execution. That might have woke him up.
0-1, here it comes. Swing, high drive, left field and deep. Back goes Rosario. On the warning track, he makes the catch. And the throw in gets away from him. Ready now, Aaron Judge. First trip to the plate for him in this one, and it's a good RBI spot, too. Leadoff man at third with one down. Now the payoff pitch home. And he misses with one here. It's ball 4. So that'll at least bring the double play into the conversation with runners at the corners and one away.
I'm sure the manager is fine with that. He tried to entice him with that 3-2 pitch, but he didn't take the bait. First base was open, though, so he just needs to make a good pitch for a ground ball.
First delivery to him on the way. Here's a shot to left field and deep. Look at this. Gone. And that one had some extra distance. So a 3-run blast to straightaway left. His 3rd home run of this series as the Yankees move out to a 3-0 lead.
I know I get big money for my expert analysis, but this is pretty simple. If you put a fastball up in the zone, over the heart of the plate, this guy's going to turn it around in a heartbeat. This one was no shocker.
Batting first, designated hitter, Giancarlo Stanton.
First delivery to him on the way. Takes this the other way to right. And he'll lay out to make a spectacular catch. Wow.
Great jump on that ball hit to the gap in right center field. A great diving catch. One of the better plays you'll see.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Good off-speed pitch. Had him out in front for strike one.
I can't speak from experience, but that's got to feel good.
On that count, but a pitch that far outside isn't going to tempt anyone to swing.
A bouncer to the left side. Turner has it. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Another look at the big blow for the Bombers. A 3-run home run. Second inning coming up. It's now 3-0 New York.
Leading off for the Dodgers, center fielder number 11, Ender Inciarte.
Looking to punch him out again. The pitch. Count remains 2-2. The 2-2. And he could only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat.
I'll tell you right now, this guy has a shutout going, and it's been all business. He's not messing around trying to pick at corners. He's being aggressive in the zone, and he's attacking each and every one of these hitters up to this point.
Digging in, Corey Seager, 0 for 2 for him to this point. First pitch on its way. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. Well, there are the judges' chambers, and what a cool thing it's become here in the Bronx, and well-deserved for Aaron Judge, of course, with the way he exploded onto the scene as a rookie in 2017. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. The 2-2 is looked at, and the count moves full.
3-2 counts are usually a time to challenge the hitter, but I think he'll be careful here. Shoot for the corner, and if you miss and you walk him, so what? That's better than him putting one in the seats.
Now he gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Making him work out there. The 9th pitch of the at-bat coming up. The next 3-2. Full count still. The next 3-2. Now, oh my, this ball is crushed. Look at it go. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back. A solo home run for Corey Seager. His second home run of the series. And the Dodgers are on the board. It's now a 3-1 game.
Well, people always wonder why some players make so much money, and there's your answer. The great ones find a way to rise to the occasion in the postseason, and he did right there.
Here comes the Yankee manager now up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And we're going to see a pitching change, as that's going to do it for his starter here tonight. He'll wind up lasting just 1 out into the 6th inning, but he'll leave with the lead and was effective in this one. Randall Delgado, the 6'4" right-hander, comes in out of the bullpen to do the pitching.
Randall Delgado.
Anthony Rizzo will be the first one to greet him, as he'll start fresh here with the bases empty following the home run. That misses, and we're even at 2-2.
The classic back foot slider right there with 2 strikes. Usually gets a ton of swing and misses. Nice layoff right there. Fight for another pitch.
Lifted in the air out towards left center. Calling for it, Kenny. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
Now batting.
Ready for another shot now, Andrew Toles. He's grounded out and struck out in it. Now the 3-2 pitch. Drilled to the right side. And the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit. And the 2-out base hit will bring in Justin Turner to bat next.
He looked a little bit out in front right there, but he's able to pull that ground ball through the hole for a single.
In now, Justin Turner. And he hits it hard to the right side. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. A run on 2 hits, and they leave 1. 6th, 7th, and 8th place hitters due up in the bottom of inning number 6. It's the Yankees 3 and the Dodgers 1. Stepping in now, Steve Fisher, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. It was a walk in his last trip. Popped him up. Barnes is there. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
Up next for the Yankees.
So striding forward now, Aaron Hicks. He's 1 for 2 in this one. Here comes the 1-2 to Hicks. Roll right back at him, and it hit him. And the throw pulls the first baseman off the bag, and he's safe at first.
Yeah, nobody on right there, Dan. 2 outs. It's not every day you see a guy pick him up and put him down like him getting down to first base right there. Bought himself a base hit.
Well, I tell you what, there's a couple of things you can do. It doesn't take a lot of talent to hustle, and it doesn't take talent to be on time, and he hustled out of the box.
Here now the 2-2. Doesn't get the zone. Count full now.
Full count with 2 outs now, so if he could put the ball in the gap somewhere, he could have a good shot of driving in a run because the runner at first will be in motion.
Three-two pitch. Swing and a liner toward the gap in left center. Rosario is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. 1 left for the Yankees as the lead remains 3-1. Domingo Germán takes the mound to try to get out of this mess. There are 2 on with only 1 away.
Number 63, Domingo Germán.
Mookie Betts will be his first assignment here as he'll face him with runners at first and second and 1 gone. He's set. Here it comes. And he takes ball 1. And he gets this fastball over. Back to 3-1 now.
Hey, that 3-0 pitch might have been important for him right there. Regroup, get his mechanics back under him, and drive something down through the strike zone. Wouldn't throw the exact same pitch right here. Might want to cheat towards one of the corners.
And he misses ball 4. So he comes out of the bullpen and immediately walks the first man he faces.
That's a big no-no. He obviously had to work carefully with 2 men on, but he did not want to walk him to load the bases. Now he's really got his work cut out for him. We'll see how he fares here.
Here's Ender Inciarte. And guys, this is clearly one of the bigger at-bats of the ball game so far.
Yeah, Matt, bases loaded. They're looking to finally get that clutch hit that's kind of been elusive all.
And he falls behind 0-2.
Might have been cheating for another fastball, trying to get the head to that one early. Pitcher pulled the string with a nasty breaking ball and had him a little bit out in front.
1 ball and 2 strikes to count. Missed with a breaking ball. 1 out with the possible tying and go-ahead runs on base here. This is lined into left field, and he delivers a big base hit. 1 run scores. And a relay to the plate. He's in there at the plate. And we are once again tied here in Game 5.
Boy, there are base hits, but then there are big base hits, D-Row. This one's getting late. That is a huge 2 RBI base hit to tie things up.
Yeah, Dan, in the late innings, the pressure gets higher. It's who can control their emotions. And from an offensive standpoint, that's a nice job of taking a deep breath and coming through for the team.
Here's Corey Seager, and this is as pressure-filled a spot as one could imagine. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. In the dirt here. So now 2 men in scoring position.
Well, you live by the sword, you die by it too. He went with an off-speed pitch down in the zone, and that's the risk you take there. The catcher can't come up with it, and 2 runners advance. Now they're both into scoring position.
Well, they miss with the first one, but then they decide, let's go ahead and put him aboard here. And they'll do just that as you see the signal from the dugout.
That's what's called getting the treatment. Everyone knows he's a power threat with the bat, so it's all about not letting him be the guy that beats you.
Standing in with the bases loaded, Anthony Rizzo, as he's presented with the bases loaded situation in a tie ball game. The 1-2. Swing and a fly ball, but shallow. And that's not going to do it. Simone takes charge out there, and he stays with it for the 2nd out.
Wow, talk about frustrating. Not what you want to do with the bases loaded. A simple pop-up, and nothing productive comes out of that.
Into the box now, Andrew Toles, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. High in the air out to center field. Hicks is under it. He hauls it in, and the potential go-ahead run will not come around to score. So they do strike for 2, but it could have been much worse as they strand the bases loaded. 7th inning stretch time now here in the Bronx, and we are all tied at 3 apiece. Pedro Baez gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7.
Pedro Baez.
So back to the top of the Yankee order, digging in, Horace Simone. 1-1, here it comes. Line drive to left. And a knock for him this time. He's 2 for 4 for the game. With that, the Yankees have put their leadoff hitter aboard to start out the inning. Right down the middle, it's 0-1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Ooh, he saws him off with that one. Throw just in time, and oh, that was awfully close.
And you know, guys, if this bat doesn't break, it's probably a double play ball, but that just wasn't happening here. Good job to make sure of 1, though.
Here's big Aaron Judge. These two have not faced each other at the major league level. Payoff pitch home. Gets him looking up around the letters.
That was a big strikeout there, guys. The best pitchers have the ability to strike guys out when they really need to. And that second out was really important at this point of the game. Could be something we look back on later when the game's over.
In now, Gary Sanchez, as he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball one. Here's the 2-0. A changeup that catches the corner for strike one.
That's the perfect pitch after you've just brushed a guy back. The hitter probably isn't sitting up there thinking you're going to flip something soft up there.
And the pitch on 2-1. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
If you're at the plate right now, you have to realize who's on deck. I guarantee you something's over the heart of the plate. You have to be aggressive in the zone right here.
And it's up to a 3-2 full count now.
You know he wants to end this inning right here on 3-2, but I don't think we'll see him lay one in on the next pitch there with a base open to work with.
Go-ahead runs in scoring position here with 2 down. Line drive to center field. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. The Yanks leave 1. No change in the score. It's 3-3. Reyes Maranta has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 56, Reyes Maranta.
Settling in now, Justin Turner. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far.
Third baseman, Justin Turner.
Turner swings, and it's a very well hit ball to left. Kenny looking up, and as Dodger fans have heard for years, she is out of here. A solo shot here to left, and it's now a 1-run ball game.
This is going to be one of those moments we look back on in a couple years when we relive this World Series. That swing of the bat late in the game to take the lead, huge play.
Fernando Salas is on to pitch here in the 8th with nobody out.
59, Fernando Salas.
Into the box now, Eddie Rosario. He's working on a 1 for 2 game so far. Got him swinging in the dirt. And that ends the inning. So just the 1 hit in the inning, but it's a home run that pushes him out in front. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. It's the Dodgers 4 and the Yankees 3. Mike Morin is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 64, Mike Morin.
Ready for another chance? Giancarlo Stanton. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
First pitch coming. Here it is. And that one stayed too low, apparently. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Oh, and they pulled a string on a good changeup there as he swings and misses, and he's set down on strikes for the second time tonight.
People always talk about how important getting the leadoff man on base is, and it's true. So in the 8th inning of a one-run game, that's a really nice job of attacking a hitter. And
now the 1-1 pitch. Takes a pitch for strike number 2.
All right, let's take a step back right here. He's down 1-2, 3 fastballs in a row. There is no way he's throwing him a 4th.
The 1-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
no problems for him on the mound since he's come out of the pen to start this inning. That's back-to-back Ks, and he's making it look pretty easy. This has the makings of a good outing so far.
Striding in once again, Steve Fisher. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory. First pitch of the at-bat. And that one right down Main Street.
Well, if you could throw it for a strike consistently, a first pitch changeup is effective. Hitters are almost never looking for.
2 out, nobody on. And a great inning here as he gets another punch out and strikes out the side in order. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. You're watching Major League Baseball on MLB Network as we're back at Yankee Stadium for the top of the ninth. Aroldis Chapman is called upon, and it's not for his usual role. Just hoping to keep the deficit at 1 here. Here's Mookie Betts. Lifetime line against Chapman. A number of meetings. He's 1 for 7.
Hey, it's
Popped him up. Fisher moving to his left. 1 out. Here's Ender Inciarte. On the night, he's 2 for 4 with a pair of singles. Now the 2-0. Is a heater in there for a strike.
You know, he fell behind 2-0, Matty, but he battled right there and got right back in this count. An aggressive fastball, middle of the zone.
Two balls and a strike. Here it is. And that's lifted the other way out to left. Kenny is under it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. Corey Seager will stand in yet again as we flash you back to the middle innings. This was a turning point here. A solo home run that was really one of the key at-bats of the ball game to this point. Struck him out, so it remains a 1-run lead as they head in for their final set of swings. Kenley Jansen comes out of the bullpen to shut things down here in the ninth.
Number 74, Kenley Jansen.
One out, nobody on. Swing and a liner. A leap, but he can't bring it down. Base hit. So the batting order turns over now and set to go Horace Simone. He'll be looking for something he could drive into the gap and drive home that tying run from first. Here's the first pitch to him. Just able to get a piece of that for strike 1. Wade leads off first with 1 away. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2. Now the 0-2 pitch. Got him. So he's down on strikes for the second time here tonight.
That's a big strikeout there with the tying run over at first base. Now, with 2 outs, it becomes a lot more difficult to manufacture that guy home. Probably need a ball in the gap to give him a chance.
So stepping in, Gene Segura.
And know you got a few to play with.
This one's down to third. Turner's got it. Throw on to first is going to be in time for the final out, and the Dodgers are going to head home still alive in the series. It'll stand at 3-2 now as this one is over.
Well, folks, that's what Kenley Jansen does. When he enters the game, the hopes of the other team, they usually just leave. Slams the door again right here.
A tight ball game all throughout. Winds up a slim 1-run victory in the end as we get you one final look at our line score. And fellas, when you're on the big stage here at the World Series, you want to make sure you bring the A game, and this man right here certainly did. He's our top player of the game.
And Matty, I think you're absolutely right. Some guys just seem to thrive, and this is some well-earned recognition.
And it's a 4-3 finish in this evening's ball game. The Dodgers force a World Series Game 6 and have avoided elimination. Pedro Baez takes home the win. So that's a wrap here tonight. Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian, we're all thanking you for watching Major League Baseball on MLB Network. Have a great night.